This is the Simpit video blog. I'm your host, Shaun, and today's story comes to us from Team Redline. And if you don't know who Team Redline is, then you got to climb out from that rock in sim racing that you've been living under, because Team Redline is absolutely one of the best sim racing teams in all of sim racing. And when I say the best in sim racing, it doesn't matter what sim you're talking about. You could be talking Gran Turismo Academy, you could be talking iRacing. Team Redline and the drivers at Team Redline are some of the best on earth, and there are some other great drivers out there, not to take away anything from anyone, but a good majority of the best drivers on earth reside at Team Redline. Anyway, back to the story. Today's story is really about fun, and they made an announcement that Max Verstappen has joined Team Redline. Now, Max Verstappen, I talked about him with Atze Kerkhof in my interview. I talked about him recently in the progression to Formula One mistakenly about what class he ran in, but amazing how this young superstar is constantly in the news, and even more amazing is that he's constantly in our sim racing news. Well, I know Atze's worked with him. I know he's done a lot of sim racing development and training in preparation for his leap from Formula 3 up to F1, but what's most interesting about this is he's now a Formula One driver. He doesn't have to do anything that he doesn't want to do anymore because he's at that pinnacle level of racing, and he currently, as of yesterday, announced that he has joined Team Redline in an effort to do some sim racing during the off-season. And that just blows me away. I mean, imagine being a local theater, you work in a play, and having some great actor say, oh, I'm going to work for this local theater, and all of a sudden you're sharing a stage with someone of that magnitude. Or maybe you're a golfer, and you're out on the course, and one day somehow Tiger Woods, well, he's not so great anymore, Rory McIlroy joins the course with you, and all of a sudden you're playing golf with one of your heroes, one of the best in the entire sport, and you're sharing the links with them. Now take sim racing. Imagine being in a sim race and having Max Verstappen, the Formula One driver. I mean, one of how many drivers in the world get to drive Formula One? And could be in a sim race next to you. Now, to be honest with you, I think this is more of an honorary thing. I don't think he's intending on a big, massive sim racing career as much as an opportunity to keep sharp and work with some of the best drivers, which will keep him even sim racing at the highest level. So this is a very good thing for sim racing, though. It legitimizes sim racing. It puts that seal of approval, that endorsement by a driver at the highest level on what we do for fun and what we do for competition ourselves. And to me, that's really good. It just shows you how far sim racing has come over the years. If you'd like to see that interview I did with Atze, where we talked about how working with Max Verstappen had actually affected his sim racing, we went into the whole mental aspects, and you can see how seriously that Atze and guys like Max and guys like the whole crew at Team Redline take their sim racing, and that could benefit you. I'm going to have a link to those interviews in the description of this show. You can check them out if you'd like as well. This is the Simpit video blog. I'm Shaun, and I'll see you on the track.